What's up with the world? Yeah, as you can see, I'm out here by the water. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning out here on the big island of Hawaii. I'm very honored and grateful to be here. You know, I'm grateful to see the sights. I'm very grateful. Oh yeah, you can look behind me. That's the mountain. That's a volcano behind me, Mauna Kea. Yeah, that's the peak of the volcano right there behind me. See how the land get flat and then it pick right up to the volcano? Beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful place to be. You know what I mean? This is a beautiful place, especially when you want to heal. I'm out here healing. I've been out here for about 10 months. Uh, you know, this time last year, I decided that, you know, I was tired of the rat race. I was tired of the grid. I was tired of the matrix. And I wanted to live outside of that. You know, I wanted to live away from the propaganda as far as possible. You know, I wanted to live away from the zombies, the followers, the sheeps. You know, I wanted to get away from those who look like your neighbor, but they really out to take what you got. I wanted to get away from souls that was shiesty souls, you know, people who got envy in their heart, people who got jealousy in their heart. I wanted to be somewhere where I could practice the love vibration, and I chose this place. This is one of the safest places to be during these times and the times to come for multiple reasons. And this island right here is nothing like Honolulu or Oahu, what they say with all the tourists and all of the stuff like that. Like, this is where the locals live, you know what I mean? And it's changing because a lot of people are deciding to exit the matrix, and places like this are going to be more populated. So I'm grateful to be here. You know, I'm healing. 2020, man, 2020 was a beautiful year for me, but it was very traumatic at the same time, you know. 2020 was the first year that my kid's mother decided to keep my 3 kids away from me, and did what she could to hide her whereabouts and break communication between my children and myself. So that was very painful. Most of 2020, my mom was in the hospital. You feel me? And my mom ended up dying. And I didn't get a chance to see her. You know, she was in the hospital pretty much all of the whole COVID scare and all of that. So they wasn't allowing people to visit you in the hospital. And, you know, even though me and my mom had, you know, a tough relationship, I still love my mother. You feel me? Like, I put the energy into being there for her. I put the energy in to giving her guidance as a man should, because of the strained relationship between her and my father. And it took a toll on me, man. It put a lot of stress on my life in my early and mid 20s and up until the end, you know. I just wanted her to know I love her, you feel me? It's all about love. It's all about growth and development, you know, and she might not have been able to reach the levels that she wanted to reach, but, you know, her time here was appreciated. As far as my kid's mother, you know, my estranged kid's mother, you know, I don't know what it is exactly that caused her to want to just keep the kids away from me or keep them out of my life. You know, I've been the sole provider for them for all their life, you feel me? And maybe it's because, you know, she scorned and she realized that I'm not going to put up with the disrespect in the ways that other men might. So she might feel like she can try her chances somewhere else. But whatever it may be, you know, she's out of my life and she wants to take the kids with her. So that's very painful too. There's a lot of other various things that, you know, I just needed this type of healing. I needed this spiritual healing. I needed this emotional healing. With all the traumas that I've been through in my life, you feel me? Like, I haven't had a chance to vent. I had no way to express my anger, express my pain, without going to jail, you feel me, or doing something that'll get me in trouble or get me fucked up in the end. So I decided to move to Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii before, but I was just guided to be here. You know, after some deep conversations, some long talks with some people that was close to me, I felt like this was the best place to be, where, you know, the vegetation is abundant, the life is abundant, the food is abundant. It's food everywhere you go, you're gonna eat. Food growing out the jungles, animals. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, is chickens and pigs and shit. And it's just raw, untouched beauty. One of the last like natural places on earth, and definitely one of the last natural places, natural beautiful places in America. You feel me? I said a volcano right there behind me. It's pretty rare to see the peak of the mountain most of the time because it's up there in the clouds. It might not look like that. It might not look like much from here, but if I'm not mistaken, man, this thing is over 15,000 feet from ocean floor to peak. But yeah, man, you know, I'm just up here healing. You gotta go to where you feel good about yourself. Fuck everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Because you got people that really just want to show face for the camera, show face for social media, and put their fronts forward. You know what I mean? I'm not into putting my fronts forward. I love being my authentic self, and I prefer to be somewhere where I can be authentic and be myself. And most of the world don't allow that. You know, you gotta fit the mold, or if you don't look like this next person, then you're gonna stand out in a way where, you know, people don't want to fuck with you. But, you know, I'm a rebel to begin with, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a rebel regardless. So that's what I'm doing, you know. Of course this is a rough time, of course this is a weird time, you know. But I also wanted to come here too because there's so much deception. So many people want to believe the hype and believe the lies and follow along and feel like they're doing something noble because they went and got their vaccine, or they went and, you know, put on a mask just because they was told to. You know, nobody's asking questions. And that's real dangerous, you know what I mean, when you got that type of shit going on. And nobody's asking questions. Everybody's just going down the line and being herded down the conveyor belt. So, you know, I decided to move out here, you know, bought a couple acres, and I'm working on developing the land and building the land up to whereas it's self-sustainable. You know, I got my vegetation, you feel me, chickens, you know, a couple goats, and just a couple different things that'll just keep me sustaining on my land so that I could be off the grid, you know. That's my goal, is to get off the grid, you know. And not just to alleviate myself from responsibilities of life, but again, just to get back to what life on this planet was intended, you know, to get back to nature, to get back to breathing fresh air. Water splashing up behind me. To get back to breathing fresh air, you know what I mean? Being in the sunlight, grounding myself. That's some of the most important stuff for me, you feel me, is being in nature and grounding myself. So that's why I decided to exit the matrix as much as I possibly could and get to where people in the minds are more free. But I'm not 100% escaped, you know, I'm not 100% out of it because the matrix is everywhere. This is a global grid. So it's all about the state of mind you at, the peace of mind that you can find no matter where you at. You could be in a concrete jungle. You feel me? Find a piece of nature. Just find a slither of goddamn nature that you can appreciate the creation and ground yourself. It does wonders for you. You feel me? To my children, you know, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I never left y'all. But I wouldn't be alive if I didn't get myself out of this situation that was taking so much from my vital energy. And it's a real selfish person that wants to, you know, be an energy vampire and want to drain me and do all of this stuff, because at the end of the day, that soul takes away from what I can do for you guys. all of the stuff that I can invest in you, all of the stuff that I can do for you. This person doesn't see that. This person wants to drain my energy and drain my resources, you know. And it's just unfortunate, man, because, you know, the kids suffer. The kids suffer and my heart hurts. You feel me? I put tears on my pillow, you feel me? Just thinking about y'all and thinking about what, you know, what y'all going through. Me not being able to talk to y'all for damn near a whole year because somebody's just mad at another person and not understanding that it's little lives that's being affected drastically for this. You know? Me being the sole provider, me being the man that delivered my son with my bare hands. No midwife, you feel me? I always talk about that because that's one of my most proudest moments. That was one of the moments where I said, man, fuck the way things are designed. I'm going to do this the way that it needs to be done. Trust in nature, trust in my intuition, trust in myself. And I delivered my child with my bare hands. No midwife, in the bathtub, you feel me, in my apartment in 2017. Stuff like that, you know, is really what this world is about. That's what it's about, exiting the matrix. Really getting to see what life was intended, you know, the way life was intended, living that shit. Everybody should get away. Everybody should get out in the fresh air, put your bare feet in the ground, gaze at the early morning or the evening sunset, and take on the downloads, get the energy. I do this to heal myself, you feel me? I do this to ground myself. I do this so that I can be a better person when I'm interacting with others, when I'm interacting with my loved ones. You know, I ask God to remove all of the negativity from my life, and I ask God to take all of the people that ain't good for me out of my life, and what God did was put me away. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it was me this whole time. Maybe it was me. Accountability is one of the biggest things that people run from these days, and that's what I'm willing to accept to the utmost, is accountability. Maybe it was me and these reactions that was causing the problems, so God removed me. Or maybe people didn't appreciate me and my energy or what I had to offer, so God removed me. Either way, you know what I mean, I got faith. Either way, I appreciate the guidance. All I ask is to be able to see. I ask God for the vision. I ask to be able to see what's going on around me. And I am able to see. But it's troubling because what I see, very few can witness. So most of the stuff that I'm seeing and experiencing is by myself, and I feel alone. I feel all alone, you feel me? Because when I know that it's media propaganda, and I know that it's lies, and I know that it's creations put there for people to follow to their own demise, not to violate people's free will, but for people to sign up for their own undoing, it's disheartening because I see what most people don't see. So I have to spend my time from a perspective that most people don't have when it comes to the powers that be and their design and their plan for humanity. Especially people that look like me. Just me being here and alive today is a blessing, is a miracle because of what I came from, because of the lifestyle, all of the different lifestyles that I could have chose, and what I ended up choosing was a very humbling thing, you feel me, was only for myself. So I'm witnessing life from my own perspective, uniquely. You feel me? I had plenty of times to be in prison. I had plenty of times to be a killer or to be killed. You know, but I'm very grateful for this opportunity to humble myself, to kill my ego. You feel me? I'm not the man I was a year ago. With all the rapping, all the music and shit, you know what I mean? All the drinking and all of the, you know, all of the women and shit, you know what I mean? Like, it was taking years off of my life. It was taken away from my spirit. You know, being partnered up with somebody that don't have your best interests at heart, being partnered up with somebody that's secretly jealous of you, can take years out of your life. It's very detrimental. So I tell y'all, man, with the time that you have left, man, live your life. You feel me? Like, live. Not on the gram, not to turn up. You feel me? Not to be this thing that motherfuckers see, but to live for yourself, to go within. to go within. Like, that's one of the most important things to do. You see the water splashing up? Man, it's beautiful out here. Man, go within. Go within and find yourself. Fuck what everybody else see, fuck what everybody else talking about, man. Find yourself and you will truly be happy. But I gotta warn you, when you find that level of happiness, you might potentially draw in those who love misery. You might potentially draw in those who want to leech off that energy, that high vibratory energy. Protect your energy. Protect your aura. You know, when it comes to respect for me, I have a no-nonsense policy when it comes to motherfuckers disrespecting me. I respect myself to the utmost, so I never allow somebody else to disrespect me. Even on my days when I feel low, even on my days when I feel weak, that's when I go within and I find myself and I find my inner strength and I give to myself. I find ways to feed my spirit. You know, it's very easy, you know, when we hurting or we going through pain to do something that causes more pain. Motherfucker, you know, emotionally hurt, something happened, they want to go drink. They want to go smoke, or they want to go punch a wall or drive crazy. All of these different things don't add to your life. And at the end of the day, you want healing and you want help. Don't do some shit that's going to be of your detriment. Find ways to do stuff to give pluses to your life, to add on to your life when you're dealing with pain. It's a very dark time right now, you know what I mean? And only the strongest will survive. How are you going to be strong? How are you going to display strength? You do that by going within. You do that by not following motherfuckers when they're going off the cliff. You don't jump with them. You know what I mean? That's how you find peace. That's how you go within and strengthen yourself to love yourself. To my kids, man, I love y'all, man. I hope that I'll be able to see y'all soon. I'm doing everything in my possible power to get back in y'all life. And I never thought that I wouldn't be in your life for a day, let alone weeks, let alone months, and let alone almost a year. So to my kids' mother, man, I don't hate you. I love you. And if whatever I done to cause you to go through this, to want to, you know, take me out of my kids' lives, or to take the kids away from their father, I apologize, 100%. I apologize. I never claim to be perfect. But what I will do is put myself in a position where I'm able to feed myself and take care of myself. Not to the detriment of you or the kids, but so that I can be here. Because I remember being laid up in the hospital, you feel me, due to stress. Damn near on my deathbed. You know what I mean? I'm the one, you feel me, that had to go out into the world and bring back and provide and give you the opportunity to start a business if you want, go to school if you want, or not do anything. Just be at home and be a stay-at-home mother, which is a very valuable job. But I did the work to allow you to be in that position, and it killed my vitality. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing that shit anymore. You feel me? Ever again. I'm here to live my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to live. So to my children, I'm not in your life right now, and I apologize. You know, that's never what I intended. But I'm grateful that I'm alive right now. You feel me? Like, I'm grateful that I'm here right now and able to breathe and live this life with a second chance to give to myself, to truly love myself, to truly do shit that feeds my spirit and feeds my soul. Because I haven't done that. I haven't done that for so many years. And I'm not the only one to go through this, you know what I mean? But we don't speak up enough about this type of stuff, you feel me? So give to yourself, ground yourself, love yourself, you feel me? Find a piece of nature and hold it as sacred, you know what I mean? I think God gave me this opportunity to come here on this island because I did just that, you feel me? I'll be in a business park and find a little strip of grass and I'll just lay on the grass, you know what I mean? And just tackle the fresh air and tackle the nature as much as I could. And I feel like God blessed me to be here, you know? And to my children, man, I hope to see y'all soon. I hope to have y'all here with me soon. Not to take y'all away from your mother, because I know you love your mom. But you're going to understand one day that everything ain't what it seemed to be. You know, and I just wish my dad was strong enough to have this conversation with me. You know, my dad allowed the negativity that imbued between him and my mom to affect his relationship with us, you know what I mean? And it caused him to be more abusive to us than he needed to be. And I told myself I never wanted to fuck around and do that. I was grateful for any of the times that I had an argument with her, and I'm like, man, fuck it. Come on, y'all, let's go. Let's go do something. Y'all gonna find out one day how valuable that is. You know, just that right there. Just not allowing the negativity or the negative energy to affect me to whereas I'm not gonna be the father that I'm supposed to be to y'all. So even though I'm not in y'all life right now, it happens. You know, motherfuckers go to the military, motherfuckers go to jail. You know, they go to prison for years at a time, and they out of their family's lives, and all they wanted to do is provide, and the system got them fucked up. That's all I wanted to do, you know what I mean? For over 10 years, I was the sole provider. I made sure everything y'all needed, y'all had. Everything y'all wanted, y'all pretty much had. And yeah, we had hard times, you feel me? I'm a motherfucking tattoo artist, you dig? Like, nigga, I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking tattoo artist, but I did my fucking thing. I did my thing taking care of my family, taking care of my mother and my siblings, you know, helping raise my siblings. And then I did my thing raising my children and raising my family, building up my family. But when you got two adults with equal power over the guidance of the children, if one person ain't reasonable, if one person ain't respectful, if one person don't have this common understanding of communication and respect and tact, having tact, you know? If I discipline y'all, it's not her place to just jump in and say what she feel like is right or wrong. Because at the end of the day, she want to jump in and contradict my discipline for y'all and then turn around and then ask me to tell y'all to do some shit. That's not right. My mom did that and my kid's mom did that. And my siblings ended up looking at me as I'm the bad guy because she asking me to discipline y'all because she don't got control. And the reason why she don't got control because she want to let y'all do everything, let y'all get away with all kind of shit. And there's no honor in that. You know what I mean? There's no accountability in that. So me being, you know what I mean, 2021, like, yo, pick this shit up. Do what you're supposed to do. I'm leaving for like 15, 20 hours a day. But when I am there, I'm like, yo, do what you're supposed to do. I'm getting on everybody and I'm the bad guy. That's how my dad became the bad guy, allowing that shit to happen as opposed to making everybody become accountable. I'm not allowing that. You know, my child's mother, I made sure that as much as I could, I made her accountable for her actions and her words. And that's hard to deal with for most women, especially, you know, a beautiful woman that came up in the Kardashian era that feel like all they gotta do is show their looks. All they gotta do is, you know what I mean, a couple performances in the bedroom and they're entitled to everything. That's not how I go, and that's why I'm not with you. But that don't mean I don't love my kids. Don't say you left us. Don't say you left us, you did this to us. I've never fucking done that. You using those words and that's brainwashing my kids to believe that I literally did something to them when I've never done nothing to them. And they will be here with me if it wasn't for what you did. But again, you know, I love you because you allow me to see within myself what I can be as a better person, as a better man. You allow me to see that because I was able to be your angel and help build you up. From the way that you was raised, I pretty much raised you. I showed you how to cook. I showed you how to live a life around other people and communicate with other people in a professional setting. But you know, the game I give you, you want to use it against me. And that'll never work. You know what I mean? The motherfucking train keep going, even if it lose all the carts. The engine gonna keep going. So I do this video, man, not to be hella long-winded. This video is really about love, man, for everybody on this planet, man, just to heal. I'm here on this island, man, healing. I'm healing my spirit. I'm healing my heart because my heart is fucking broken for not seeing my 4-year-old son for over a year. And I talk to him on the phone and he don't recognize me. Like, Dad, who? And it's all because of a scorned woman. So I'm here on this island healing. I'm healing because I never got to mourn my brother's death. My brother passed away mysteriously years ago, you feel me? And I never had closure on his death. I'm on this island healing because, you feel me, just last year my mom died and I didn't see my mom the whole year she died. I didn't see my mom after death. I don't even got her ashes, you feel me? No closure. Just my mom just dead. You know what I'm talking about? If I was any ounce of weak, if I had any ounce of weakness in me, I would not be here. I'd be dead myself for multiple reasons. But we don't got to go too far in explaining that. We just got to understand that to heal is the most important thing. And getting out here in the nature, you feel me, around the water, you know what I mean? Go climb a mountain. That's what's going to help you heal your spirit. That's what's going to help you get back to grounding. That's what's going to help you get back to appreciating why you here on this earth. You feel me? Everybody got a purpose. And I know I got a purpose even bigger than my children. That's why God is putting me through these trials and through this test. But at the same time, I'm living on my own land, on my own terms. I'm pretty much debt free. So I got, on one hand, reasons to be very sad and very hurt and in pain. But on the other hand, I got reasons to rejoice. I got reasons to be grateful. I got reasons to be happy. And I'm chasing those. I'm chasing the reasons to be happy. I'm chasing the reasons to be grateful. I'm chasing the reasons to rejoice. And I'm not allowing negativity from anybody to get to me. No loved ones, no motherfuckers that I grew up with, none of my family, no. I'm gonna be responsible for my own happiness and my own misery. And that's what you should do yourself. Once you take this type of accountability, then you start to be able to find true happiness. So until the next time, you feel me? You know what I mean? This was just a little rant, you dig? Just to talk a little bit, just to, you know, spend a little bit of my Sunday morning with y'all. You know what I mean? Give y'all a little view of Hawaii. This is Mauna Kea, you feel me? The big island volcano is 2 volcanoes. It's another one more so on the right here, that's Mauna Loa, but this Mauna Kea right here, it's a treat to be able to see this motherfucker because it's always shrouded by clouds. But yeah, man, get back to nature, man. Love yourself, ground yourself, heal yourself, feed yourself, nurture yourself. You feel me? Fuck what the next person got going. Do this for yourself, and then you will be able to be a better friend. You will be able to be a better lover. You know what I mean? So until the next time, yeah.